Hey guys, Chaz here from Pugliese Speed Shop, and we have been super busy, which means we've been screwing a lot of stuff up. So here's your Tuesday morning tech tip from Pugliese Speed Shop. Guys, for real, we have been all over the place, right? We've been back and forth to New York, PA. Just things coming up last minute, and we're on the road and we're just going, right? Lots of things going on, which is usually good. A couple ups and downs, but you take good with the bad, right? So, if you guys have been watching, you know that we were up in New York for the kids' graduation. Awesome time. Super proud of the dude. We got to see a bunch of family, all that good food, all the things that come with having a nice time with your family, right? So that was great. And then the car didn't want to start. Well, I believe it started once and then stalled. It wasn't charging, right? And as luck would have it, it's a North Star, so that means things are things. You never know what's going on with those things, right? Lots of little finicky stuff. So we said we'll get a trailer. We'll shoot it, just drag it home. Shouldn't be a problem, right? I had the Tundra with me, so we were lucky, because I'm going to take Megan's car because the Camry might have had a little rough time yanking that thing home. But here's the problem. So I got, half a ton truck. It can pull some decent stuff, right? And I had got a tow package on it, brake controller, the whole shooting match. However, I didn't have my hitch with me, little, the ball and all that stuff, because I keep it under here, right? Right here, got me a little tote. I'll show you what's up. That was loud. There it is, right where I need it. So, of course, you'd want to keep this absolutely nowhere near your truck, because that just makes sense. All right, guys, so why would I keep that there? When you guys know how drop of the hat, I'll do something, right? But I try to stay organized. You guys see around the shop, I get a lot of comments like, wow, man, your shop's really, really neat and organized. And I do try. I've been like that since I was a kid. I'm sure I got it from my father. And then, I've said in other videos, in the military, especially, naval aviation, it's all about being organized and set up right. So I set everything up in here. I don't like a lot of clutter in my vehicles, right? Now, when I had a dually for a while. I had a toolbox in the back. I had everything in there to pull. I had the battery for the winch. I had all this stuff because that's what that truck did. It was still my daily driver, but, I don't do it that much with this truck, so I don't really, I got, some tools under the seat, jumper cables, the basics, right? I never really thought to keep my tow hitch under there because I usually plan out this kind of stuff somewhat. This way, I did not, right? We went up there for the kid to graduate, and that was, we're just excited about that. And we're not really, I never thought about towing the vehicle back. I never thought about towing the caddy back because, yeah, it's a North Star, right? But that motor was put in it like in '09, I think it was, or something. It's only got 40 or 50,000 miles on it. So my brother bought the car for the original owner. He owned it for like a week, and then it was after we got it fixed, the kid had it, right? And that's it. And he's had I guess, a little over 4 years, yeah, because he had it his senior year of high school. So 4.5 years now he's had it. We've had a couple issues, there's stuff on the channel. Overheating, which ended up being something simple, but I overthought it being a North Star. That was on me. The starter went out, and of course it's under the intake, so, fun North Star stuff, right? Well, we jump in the car, and like I said, hopefully you guys watched last Friday's video. If not, go check it out. But, it wasn't, we knew right away it was the alternator. I mean, there's like a 3% chance it's a wire going to the alternator, but probably the alternator. So my first thing is like, let's change the alternator. It's a nice day. It's not too bad, right? I was hoping to be right on top. The alternator goes out in this guy. we're back on the road in 20 minutes. Not the case with a lot of newer cars. Remember, I did the alternator on that Jeep, and forget about it. It was crazy trying to get underneath this thing. Actually, getting underneath it was the easiest part. The placement was not. So the Caddy, you got a V8 in sideways, alternators on the bottom. It should be okay. There's a couple plates you can remove. I did a little research, right? But I said, you know what? And so they were like $200 for, the auto parts, the what do you call them guys? Those chain guys, for their brand of, I haven't had the best luck with some of that stuff. So I said, you know what? We'll get it from Rock Auto. They've been pretty good with us, right? And they got all the AC Delco and all that kind of stuff. So let's do it right. The car's been good. Let's treat it good, right? We'll order the right part. We'll drive this thing home, no problem. Cool. Hit up U-Haul, get a trailer, and let's go. We did that. And then Megan's like, hey, you got your tow hitch? And I was like, son of a bitch. Nope. I got all this stuff underneath the back seat in the truck. Never even thought about it, guys. I mean, those things get dirty, so I don't want to keep it in the truck. I'm not good with this new stuff, so I'm trying to keep it as nice as possible. But because I want to keep it as nice as possible, I had to drop like another $30-something to buy something I already got sitting right here in the shop. And the one in the shop I got, you can interchange it, because the car trailer I usually use has like a 2 1/4 or 2 5/8 or whatever. Everything else got like a 2-inch ball, so I got both of them to swap it out. Well, now I got another one. So Megan's like, keep this one in the truck, because if I'm gonna rent it, it's always a 2-inch. All the not just U-Haul, but all the guys that rent everything, they're 2 inches. So it's okay. Andrew even said he's gonna get me a little bag to keep in it, so I can nice, put it under the seat, and not worry about getting things dirty, greasy, grimy, whatever. So I won't make that mistake again. Now I say that, but I've made this mistake before. Actually, like a whole nother level, right? So back, I don't know, I was still in the Navy, so like 100 years ago or something. I went down to North Carolina to see my buddy Chip down there, and when I was down there, he had my car. Not my truck. He had my car, my 53 Pontiac, you guys have seen on the channel. And actually, he had Jimbo's 46 Plymouth that's also been on the channel. They're both on the side of the shop over there right now, but they were both at his house. He was holding on to them for us. When I got down, I wasn't planning on going to his house. It was like, I'm going to try and get there if I can. I was down there for Navy stuff. And I ended up making it down there. We hung out, spent some time together. It was super cool. My car was there, and it was kind of taking a beating from the elements. And I was like, I got to get this thing out of here. So he was like, yeah, I agree. So I hit Megan up, and I was like, yo, I'm going to rent a trailer. Or, Chip actually had a couple of trailers. He's like, take my trailer and go. I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I didn't have the Tundra at the time. I had like an 09 F-150. It was a V8 truck, no problem, hauling anything. But the problem was I didn't have my tow package wasn't even on there. It was one of those years trucks. I don't know if it was like all the Fords were like that back then, but I had an aftermarket one that sat real low, and it was a regular cab short bed. I had it lowered a little bit, and I just didn't like the look of that thing on there. So I'd leave it off, and if I'm going to pick something up, 4 bolts, I throw it on and we're ready to go. Like I said, I wasn't planning on picking anything up. So I didn't have it on there. So I was about to get all ready to go. I'm all excited to get my car back up to the house, and not happening. So that was an example of my vanity of wanting my truck to look a certain way. I had my car take a beating for about another 2 years, guys. So that was bad. That was at least another year. Whatever it was too long, all right? So I should have learned it then. And I thought I did, but now there's another, hey, make sure your tow package and the hitch. Okay, now I know. Something I should have already known. So my advice is, you never know, guys. You don't know what you're going to run into. I mean, I probably should have had. I mean, Andrew's driven a car back and forth to New York a ton of times, no issues, right? But it's '98. Things happen. It's not even a '98. Things break, right? So I want to be prepared. I got all those tools and all that stuff there. I should have been all the way prepared. I don't know. You can't foresee everything, but learn from my mistakes. And if you got room to carry it, carry it. Thanks for watching, guys.